So let's see. Can you figure out where I am? It's hot. I'm sweating. I could probably put like a tank top on and I'd still be hot. We came back to Texas to get the remainder of our stuff before the winter. I know it's like during all this hecticness of like trying to build, but we had this planned for a little bit, like 3-4 weeks now. So me and my dad came back to Texas. It was a very long day. So starting in Alaska at 2 a.m., ending up in Texas at 5 p.m. Now, Texas is 3 hours ahead. So, I mean, it's only like a 12-hour day. But it's, flying, making sure. And we were late, and we almost missed our plane in Portland because we got delayed. I think something happened. Trying to catch up. I don't miss this. I want to say I do. I miss people. I think that to me was a lot. So I think there's a snake. Let me go see if there's a snake right where I see. I mean, you can't tell me that doesn't look like a snake. It's a freaking stick. I'm like, is there a snake over here? You don't have that in Alaska. Alaska, there's no snakes. So pretty much everywhere I look, it's like, could there be a copperhead? A rat snake? Or just a lizard? So kind of back to what I was saying was, got back to Texas to get the remainder of our stuff. ProMaster won't start. Battery died. 2 months not started. Battery died. Okay. We're hoping that's all it is. We're hoping. Alright, so when he gets back, let me explain what I'm doing first. All my ducks are in all sorts of different rows that I can't keep up with my own thoughts. Cool. Take a deep breath. Woosah. Alright, so what I am doing while he is not here, he's working on getting parts or, getting a battery. I'm trying to do my own thing. What my own thing is trying to clean up some cardboard boxes for my grandma. Because we did kind of leave in a rush, and we left in like a hurry to get out to go to Alaska. But we thought we would be back like within a week. We were gonna, next week we're flying up, but the prices were so expensive. So we didn't end up buying those tickets then. Well, we'll see if Andrew videoed anything. I'm excited to see. If it's a black screen, we know what he did and what he didn't do. Love him. I love him to death. Alright, so let me finish up tackling some of these boxes and then I'll, work on the next thing. Don't know what the next thing is yet, but
what we're going to be doing with this is we're going to be putting screws in the top and the bottom of this so we could try to begin to make this airtight for winter. So what we're also going to do is around the cracks we're going to put foam in it, or spray foam, and then some caulk over that to make it a little more tight. And on the inside we're going to be putting insulation on top of the foam and doing the same thing where we're putting spray foam in the cracks to try to make that a little more airtight. Now the foam dried up and cured, we can go ahead and get some insulation on this. Then we'll go ahead, throw drywall on top of that, getting this cleaned up a little bit more. We just got this upper panel put into place. We tried to put this top panel up there, but no, we're going to shave it off by like, what is it? Half an inch? So that's what we got going on right now.
Out where the spruce tree He's hauling water from a frozen creek. The silence here's enough to make you speak. His hands are cracked, but his heart's on fire. Living each day with grit and desire. Moose on the ridge, bear in the trail. A life of stories in every detail. Off-grid Alaska life, carving out a dream with a pocket knife. Building hope where the cold cuts deep. Living wild where the mountains sleep. Off-grid Alaska life. Chasing freedom, sharper than I.
Alright, well, I'm gonna try and video while I drive, and I'll talk about what has happened. We basically planned last month, or maybe a little bit before last month, when we would go back to Texas. We wanted to go back before the first snowfall, which comes kind of whenever in September. So we were trying to get that taken care of before the first snowfall. We had our plane tickets, we bought them, we flew down on, I want to say Tuesday. Tuesday, we get there, we start up the van a little bit, it's not starting. So we had to replace the battery. We replaced the battery, finished the wiring for the brake controller, for the trailer. All of that's good. We hit the road on Tuesday after we finished all the remaining touches because there was some ticky-tack things that we were trying to work on. So we got all of that taken care of. I got to see my sister. She came over and we hung out for a little bit while we were working. We basically took her with us to Waco to get the trailer. And on our way there, we had a check engine light. Yay. It happened to be the same code that our truck, Andrew and my truck, had. It was a P30 something. So, same code, kind of know what it is. Look it up, just make sure, because you never know, maybe different vehicles have different codes. Look it up, same error. Engine coil, or spark plugs, or wiring. But, pretty decent fix for it would be an engine coil. It would make a lot of sense for kind of what we were feeling in the truck. Sorry, van. So we decide we're gonna keep going. We're gonna get the trailer. We get the trailer. We go back. We're going kind of slow, but not too terribly slow. We make it back. Well, on the way back, we stopped at a auto parts store. We got the coil, and then we start taking the van apart. Oh boy. So it's Thursday at this point. The van's apart. I've started loading the trailer. My dad's trying to get the intake vent off, and it is not coming off. And finally, after many YouTube videos to figure out how to take this thing off. It comes off. Cool. We got to it. Switch it out. Okay, time to put it back together. Not easy. That was not fun. I pretty much got the trailer loaded about halfway, and then I needed help with one of our bigger objects. It's a really big table. We call it the boat because it's made out of a old boat, or so we think. We just call it the boat. So I waited until after the van got put back together. We loaded that, and then that night we loaded up. We were going to leave first thing in the morning, but we had some other things to take care of. Skip 2, we did all of those things. We were about to leave at 3 o'clock. We were in the vehicle, freshly showered, ready to hit the road, and the brake controller says not connected. Yay! Another problem. We looked at the wiring and one of the cables came out. So we just plugged it back in and it worked perfectly. So initially we left the road at 3:30. Fun. Pretty much the plan was to go straight up through Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, North and South Dakota, and then go Canada that way. But find out Kansas I-35 is a toll road, so we have to go around it. Well, guess what? We were already in Kansas at that point. Yay! So we decided, okay, we're just gonna hop over, go to Denver, and then go back up. Kind of go the same way we went before. No problems. Just, we did not sleep. Initial plan was to every gas stop switch drivers because we could go maybe 3 hours on a full tank of gas. And so 3 or 4 hours depending on what the terrain looked like. So that was fun. We just got home today. It's been an entire week. Well, a little over a week because we got there on a Tuesday and we got home on a Tuesday night. Fun. Lots of podcasts, lots of music. I'm ready to just nap and feel relaxed for a little bit. Because like that was one of our main, or one of my main stressors, because I've had a lot of stress lately. Kind of stupid stuff, like it's been piling up, and this was one of the big things. I'm glad we got it taken care of. So that's kind of my update. And then I will keep updating. So kind of a little fun fact of like us living a little bit off grid, because this month is our final month with the apartment. So we will officially be off grid. This just means that we're not paying the city or the state for utilities like electric or water. That's kind of our main thing. Right now we have a bunch of solar hooked up. We have a little switch for our well. So I mean, we're kind of set up. We're going to be putting up a lot more solar in the next few weeks to kind of prepare us for the winter. We're also still finishing up the roof. It's a long process. Hasn't been helpful that it's been raining. So right now we've got a 105-gallon tank behind us that's filling up with water from the well. And basically all it is a pump in the well that we just flick the switch and the solar powers it. So I mean, technically we're off grid, although technically we're not. Not yet.
So it has taken many days, and it's rained a lot, and it's been a real pain in the rear.
And we've had to change like 5 different strategies to try to make this work.
And each one of them was scary, but a little less scary, a little more safe each time. We finally found our niche and got it. And I don't know if we're going to be able to get the metal on before winter comes, because it's literally right around the corner. But this should be a sealed envelope, roof side, for the entire winter. It should not be a problem. Zip sheeting is really good, especially if you use that roller right there. And we'll be finishing up the sides and the OSB and the Tyvek. Then we insulate, and then we move in, because we need to give them their little chalice, the little cabin over there.
The chateau.
The chateau. So, yeah. I don't know. What do you think?
Stand by.
He's hauling water from a frozen creek. The silence here's enough to make you speak. His hands are cracked, but his heart's on fire. Living each day with grit and desire. Moose on the ridge, bearing the trail. A life of stories in every detail. Off-grid Alaska life, carving out a dream with a pocket knife, building hope where the cold cuts deep, living wild where the mountains sleep. Off-grid Alaska life, chasing freedom, sharper than
What we get from Texas?
Tortillas,
Where are they from?
HEB,
What flavor are they?
buttered,
Are they the best thing ever?
very.